Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. As is usual at this time of year, I stop looking at my daily and weekly charts and instead concentrate on the longer term view using my monthly, even yearly charts. If you'd like to discuss any of these, I'd only be too happy to hear from you. However, before we start, I just wanted to let you know that no AI, that is artificial intelligence, was ever used in the composition, production, or recognition of any of the patterns, levels, analysis, or any related items on these, my charts. This was all authentic intelligence, all my own original work, as I think you deserve to have that. So with that, let me now introduce today's longer term chart.
Today I'll be looking longer term at Eurodollar. This monthly chart had two patterns which I highlighted last year, originating back as far as the end of 2016. The first and simpler pattern was the end of 2018 to April 22 sideways triangle, which is highlighted in dark blue on my monthly chart. It was made up from the February 2018 to date downtrend, which is currently at 120.15, and the January 2017 to April 22 broken uptrend, which is currently at 111.67. I kept the uptrend alive despite it being properly broken because, in conjunction with the gold 5-year moving average, which was 110.40, and the 50% Fibonacci line of the 2018 to 2022 move at 110.45, they acted as a cap on the reactionary moves back up we saw in 2023 and 2024, though not in 2025. The second and more complex pattern was the early 2017 to April 22 cat's ears pattern. This one was effectively a double top formed over that period, but one that is inside a declining market. The sideways triangle had the primary target that was achieved in July 2022, but it failed to reach the much harder secondary target down in the 86.05 zone, which has now been retired. This target was also not too far from the secondary target in the 87.15 zone for the cat's ears pattern. The initial effort lower in late 2022 instead formed a V-bottom down to 95.34 before forming a shelf or sideways action. So we have the V-bottom and the shelf throughout 23 and 24. It's only in 2025 that we saw a move out of that shelf, initially on the downside, but we halted at the 61.8% Fibonacci line of the venerable 1985 to 2008 move at 101.14 and formed a pipe bottom, which, along with the ammunition gathered at the earlier shelf action, caused a subsequent move higher to punch up through both the dark blue broken lower trend line and the gold 5-year moving average. This action created the one single feature that is a signature for 2025 and for years to come, though with a caveat. You see, these actions together made 2025 an annual key reversal up. Normally, I would look to have this action cast a huge shadow over all activity going on in 2026 and beyond. But, and there is always a but, please take a look at some of the more recent annual key reversals seen here in 2017, which then fell apart in May 2018, and then in 2020, which didn't even manage to keep to the end of 2021 before falling apart. The pedigree is not impressive. However, the persistence in attempting yet a third annual key reversal up within 8 years is impressive. For the immediate year ahead, I have drawn a bright green 2023 to 2025 bullish Andrews pitchfork to try and show the possible bullish angle of attack. Thus, we have a little underneath the bright green middle time. We are actually a little underneath the bright green middle time, which is currently at 119.26. This bright green middle time will cross over the dark blue downtrend in early to middle March 2026, so watch out for that period. Plus, just above both is still the impressive 50% Fibonacci line for the 21st century at 121.22.
Thank you for watching and listening. This annual broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.